Yo, what is going on, guys? It is non-reality, and in today's video, I'm actually bringing you a dragonflight video for WoW on how to gear and what the steps are to gear. This is gonna be a really quick video, probably 3 to 5 minutes, if that. I'm just basically gonna run you down like a list, and you can see it on screen of what things you're gonna want to do, and maybe like the order, but it's kind of up to you if you want to craft earlier on. So, first up, we have the story gear. Obviously, this is like just whatever you're gonna get from the story. And I kind of put story gear and normal dungeons in like the same category, as like they're not going to reward you obviously great gear, but if you do them while you do the story, you'll be at a better point than just doing the story if you do some dungeons while you're at it. And it'll also reward you with a bunch of XP, so you might as well do it. And then next up, you can do heroics. Now heroics, I would say, is at the same point where you want to start doing crafting, because if we look at crafting here, it's not showing up for some reason. Let me hide this. There we go. That was weird. Okay, and then if we look at crafting here, so when you first start crafting, you can make 333 gear, and then it goes all the way up to 340. How you do this is you just keep making gear, and you'll get better and better at it. By the time you level your crafting, you can get it to around like level 46 just by doing like following any crafting guide. By the time you get to that, you'll be able to craft this gold gear every single time. So you'll get free like 343. I say free, but obviously you have to spend mats to get it. The thing is, the mats price is basically how much it costs to make it, and then you can just sell it back on the auction house. You'll lose a bit of money, but in the long run, you'll barely lose anything. Like, I'm at 150k gold when so I did this like day one, basically day two, whenever I got to level 70, and I actually made like double my gold it cost to level up my skill. And you can still make a decent amount of money just by leveling it up. And then once you do that, you're going to want to move on to Mythic Zeros and then weekly quests and daily quests. Hopefully by the time you're done crafting and you're done doing the like normals and some heroics, you'll probably be done with the story, I'd hope, unless you're really slacking on it. And then once we do that, you're going to get your Mythic Zero gear. Mythic Zero gear is 372. Obviously, you're not going to be able to get a full set of Mythic Zero gear unless you're like crazy lucky. I think I got like 4 or 5 pieces, which is already really lucky, because I think there's a 6 dungeons. I want to say no, 8 dungeons. There's 8 dungeons, and you have more than 8 slots, so you can't even get a full set of gear. But if you get lucky enough, you can. But if you're that lucky, holy crap. Uh, Moving on, we have the daily and weekly stuff. Now, as far as I can tell, there isn't a weekly world boss, but there is something that is called sieges. And basically what these sieges are every so often, I think it's like every hour or every 2 hours, there's this timer that goes down, and you basically just go to this horn location and you'll see a bunch of NPCs starting to gather together. And then you'll go on this like path all the way up to this dragon bane area, and you'll just have like a 6-part quest to like kill a bunch of mobs and all this. I did this day one, and I didn't complete it because I didn't have the weekly for it, because I didn't know you needed it, but I was able to almost clear it solo. So if you get like 1 to 3 people, and there's obviously going to be people doing it, you'll be able to easily get that gear. And that gear that you get is from the Obsidian Strongbox. This is a different weekly, but it's the same reward. And the Obsidian Strongbox has a chance of giving you an epic quality gear piece. I think it is a chance. I don't know if it's 100%, but I did get one my first time, so maybe it is 100% chance. But yeah, you'll get an epic gear piece depending on what eye level you're at. I think I got a 366 piece of gear from like a 350, so it was a pretty good trade-off. And then also there's going to be a weekly in this zone that will reward you a weapon that can go all the way up to, I think, 382. I saw was the highest one from watching streams, is they got a 382 weapon because they did a mythic beforehand and they got the mythic weapon and then it upgraded. Other than that, some dailies reward stuff, like this one rewards a weapon. There's one over here in, I don't know why it's not letting me click. Oh yeah, it's because I've zoomed in way too much with the add-on that I have. It kind of breaks it. Okay, I fixed it. There's like these ones that reward trinkets and stuff. And if you don't see some of these dailies, make sure you're doing the side quest, because there is a side quest that unlock like certain dailies, like rock climbing and like doing this like Pokemon Snap mini game where you take pictures. And those reward also like gear and other types of loot, but you actually have to unlock them through doing side quest. And other than that, that's basically how you're gonna want to gear. And if you guys have any other like ways you're gearing in the comments. Obviously, I know that there's PvP, but I'm not going to get into that because I'm not a PvP person. You can watch another video on how to gear in PvP from someone else that has more knowledge. I don't want to give you any false information. But yeah, that's it for the video. Hope you guys did enjoy, and if so, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.